Now, how about them damn Celtics?
All right, we're back with another Boston Celtics video, another Boston Celtics draft video, and today we're looking at Kentucky's Jayden Quaintance. Didn't play a lot this year, dealt with an ACL injury, came back, didn't really work out, and so he went back to not playing. So a question mark in that sense, as he didn't play a ton this past year in college. He's still very, very young. Was a sophomore at Kentucky, but is still 18 years old. Turns 19 soon, but still 18. 6'9" forward, 253, big guy. The Ringer has his traits as a movable object, defensive anchor, rebounding, although he comes with some injury concerns. Vision board is Robert Williams Jr., Swole Jared Vanderbilt, and Duke era Zion Williamson, specifically on defense. So don't get your hopes up too much. But like I said, didn't play much. He averaged 5 points and 5 rebounds. I think he played in 5 games, second year at Kentucky. Played well at Arizona State, excuse me, his freshman season in 24 games, put up 9.4 points, 7.9 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1.1 steals, 2.6 blocks. So show the potential there. Just injury concerns are a real thing.
Yeah, it's really hard to go into the draft from a Celtics perspective and be okay with taking someone who is maybe going to be hurt. And the Celtics could use front court depth. They need that, right? Like thinking about the way that things went in the playoffs this year, Nimi got in foul trouble. Luka Garza wasn't as effective as he was in the regular season. Vooch just won't be here going into next season. And Amari Williams is a little bit of a question mark. So you're hoping that if they do pick a big man, then it's going to be somebody who can come in and make an immediate impact. And it doesn't quite sound like Quaintance is physically ready to do that. He may need some more time. He may not be able to even play at Summer League. So, like, you don't even get to ride the hype train of your first round pick suiting up in Vegas. Like, that's honestly bad for us. If we're going out there and he's not playing, little tears on the HBTC logo, it stinks. But the upside seems to be there. I mean, anytime you put Robert Williams' name anywhere, like all of us in Celtics land are just like, whoa, all right, like what's going on here? Because Rob, at his peak, was such an impactful player. He was awesome. Like he's somebody who people still remember so fondly that this summer, as he's a free agent, having played before this season, I think it was like only 30 something games across 2 seasons or something crazy like that when he joined the Blazers. Everyone's like, bring him back. And like, I'm one of them. I'm like, yeah, it'd be sick to have Rob back. He's awesome. He blocked shots. He was still good for the Trailblazers. And so if you have somebody you feel like could get on the developmental track to become somebody like Robert Williams, and I think there's also something to be said about these guys who are a little bit in need of redshirt seasons in the NBA, as long as you feel good about their potential, where if you time it up right, you're getting them to that second contract without them having earned a huge payday. And then you have somebody who's super impactful, making minimal money for you, a la Peyton Pritchard, and is doing really awesome things.
Yeah, it's a weird position for the Celtics to be in because on the one hand, it feels like they could use a guy to help them right away, but it also feels like they could be in an interesting position to bank on long-term talent. Like you kind of want to start setting yourselves up for the later years of the Jason and Jalen or Jason and Giannis, I suppose, whatever era of Celtics basketball, right? Because you don't really know what things are going to look like. And like to your point, you want to have guys on reasonable contracts, on rookie scale contracts. You want to have young guys who can play for a long time. And I mean, the injury concerns definitely, lead to questions of can he play for a long time. But if you want to bank on raw potential and talent, like you can definitely sell yourself on the defensive skills of Jayden Quaintance being something like, okay, I mean, Tyler Rucker said it a couple times the other day, like, oh, you're getting to the point in the draft where it's the one skill guys, like where you can find a guy who can do a couple NBA ready skills and then you work on the rest. It sounds like Jayden Quaintance has NBA ready defense, right? Like that's the one thing you can bank on. You can bank on the defense and you can build everything out after that. Obviously, we're watching these highlights. Freak athlete. He looks a little bigger than Rob. He's 6'9" without shoes. I think Rob's probably like 6'8" without shoes.
Yeah.
But with a freakish wingspan. I don't know.
7'5" on Quaintance wingspan.
Okay. Thank you. But I mean, if you want to take the potential, I think it would be fair. And I mean, Arizona State, Greeny would be thrilled. So
Yeah, that 1 year, Arizona State, probably the bulk of his college basketball career. Greeny can take some credit for sure. Watching these highlights, it seems like he has more of an ability to put the ball on the floor than any of us would have predicted, seeing Rob as the comp. Like, even here, like, spin move, he's, like, getting slightly double teamed and he doesn't lose dribble possession. I'd have to look at his ASU numbers. I'll pull them up right now as I speak, because if he's able to do this without really turning the ball over, that's an impressive feat in itself. Like, even Kentucky, like,
1.9 turnovers.
so it's not terrible. Let's see, what did he do at ASU though? Okay, 30 minutes a game. Yeah. That's not insignificant. Surprised he didn't go in the draft last year. His numbers were awesome. Whatever. It's besides the point. He didn't play a lot for Kentucky this year. Came off the bench in 3 of his 4 appearances and was injured. So that's why we're talking about him at all, because there's speculation that he could be someone that teams are a little hesitant to take because they don't want to have to worry about injury history. Knees are a thing that teams get scared of. I would get scared of. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
how often is he actually going to be able to be out there? I mean, Rob is a prime example. How many games has Rob missed from various knee problems? A lot. And
A
when you're
lot.
somebody who's athletic as Quaintance or Rob is, like, you're putting a lot of pressure on those joints. And so it's just something else to think about.
Yeah, this is the playmaking a little bit. Obviously, no ceilings had to include some ASU stuff in here because you can't really pull from 5 games of tape if you're building a compilation. But yeah, he's putting the ball on the floor at least a little bit. Looks like he's a smart passer, find open guys, can throw passes in, um, drive a little bit, rebound. We're gonna watch the defense in a second. I think that's where things are gonna get really interesting. But I mean, yeah, he's just grabbing rebounds over guys. This clip from Kansas.
Man, we are looking at a prospect here. Just a little bit of everything. I'm surprised he puts the ball on the floor so often. Like, even that last bounce pass was just him. That's a nasty pass out of a double in midair, by the way. But his ability to read the game, like, that's such a crisp pass, gets it through, no one can react to it. Yeah, I can see the Rob stuff, because that was one of the things that Rob was really separated with was like his feel for the game. It made him a great role player connector for the Celtics. It was one of the reasons why the offense hummed so much, and he gave them vertical spacing. We haven't seen a ton of Quaintance pick and roll lobs, which is one thing I would like to see a little bit more of, to see how he is as a screen setter, how impactful can he be in getting his teammates open and creating 2-on-1s for the Celtics. But um, there is a lot in this tape to be excited about, and my interest is now peaked. I can't believe it took us Tyler telling us about him. I guess, like, the injury concerns make it valid, but can't believe it took this long to look. You are muted, sir.
He was projected to go a lot higher in the draft, so I didn't think it was worth looking at him. But he has fallen down boards into the 20s in recent weeks, probably because of the injury stuff and or other things. Um, I realized after watching some highlights in college games, like, they don't really run traditional NBA pick and roll a lot because the bigs are often so big that they just post them up. Like Zuby Edgefor posted up a lot, Terrence Reed posted up a lot. So like a lot of the pick and roll, like, oh, I want to see that. You're just not gonna, because like that's not what works for them in college. It doesn't mean they're incapable, but I feel like that's something to take into account. Let's watch some defense of Quaintance too.
This is where it's going to be. This is where the money is made. I cannot wait to see some sick blocks. Moving his feet decently well to cut off Zuby and then gets back for a block. That's an impressive possession in itself. This is the type of stuff, like, when you're looking at college tape, it can be hard to find instances where they're actually playing man to man. Like, even him denying the ball here, like, how hard is that Zuby again? Did he have to work to get the catch?
Zuby.
That's really important, like, motor stuff that we're seeing too. This is some stuff. This is simply some stuff. An incredible SWAT. Now I'm just thinking about it. I hate that. I mean, I'm happy that the injury stuff is real because we wouldn't even be talking about him, but I'm sad that it is a real thing because Quaintance looks like he could be a really special player.
He looks good. He's played 5 games in the last year. ish. Like,
I think I love guys that we can just cling to the idea the idea of rather, because
the
then
idea.
you actually don't ever have to do anything. You could just be like, well, when Quaintance is healthy, watch out.
Quaintance is the new Yamadar. Well, when he comes over, watch out. When he's ready, watch out. When he actually plays, watch out. Yeah, man. I mean, he's a great defender. He's got the instincts. He's got a huge, strong frame. Got up and got back no matter what. I mean, he's playing against San Diego here, but
Yes.
still.
The best part about that highlight is in real time, even though it was a highlight, I got nervous because he fell down. Like that was think about like how many times you saw Rob or like Porzingis go to the ground and you're like, oh man, I hope they're not gonna like be out for weeks. I felt that without any emotional connection to Quaintance.
Yeah. I mean, he's playing UMass here. Like, yeah.
Great school.
I'm sorry.
Had Dr. J at one point.
Yeah, right. I like him.
Florida, that was the Natty national championship team that he just swatted away. Now this is San Diego. It is tough when you see the non-con stuff and like ass teams mixed into these tapes. But the Big 12 is a power conference, and his numbers throughout the entire season were good. Like 2.6 blocks a game for ASU last season. That's not nothing, right? I can see if I can filter it to conference play. I might be able to. Yes. Conference play, he played 13 games, started all 13, 9.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.9 blocks. So the blocks dip a little bit without the non-con stuff, but still overall pretty good.
Yeah. He's got the tools, man. Great defender. Great defender. I do worry about the offense. It doesn't seem like there's much there. I mean, like, yeah, he put the ball on the floor a little bit. Yeah, he passed a little bit. You got to be confident he can be a pick and roll guy. And at his height, like, he probably that could be something. Like, would you want to run double bigs with him? Can he shoot at all? Like, what does that look like? Like, Rob was so successful largely because he didn't have to guard the ball. Now, if you can be confident in Quaintance guarding the ball, like guarding the big guy, then you've got a different look that you're able to go to. Just don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, the 3-point shooting is a no-go.
Yes.
19% for his career on 1.4 attempts a game. I'm sorry, 18% overall on 1.3 a game. Not good. Really bad. I would not expect him to have a jump shot at all. I would expect him to have Robert Williams offense. Maybe somewhere down the line there is jump shot development, but immediately no.
All right. Well, here's the tier list. I've got Jayden Quaintance here. I'm just going to put him here so we can discuss.
Okay.
Listen, if Jayden Quaintance wasn't hurt constantly, he would be an easy A tier for me. Easy A tier.
Agree.
But I worry about the injuries. After talking to Tyler, I'm happy to do something like this, perhaps. Move Harris back up to the end of A. Put Quaintance there. Maybe you take a swing on the talent to where it's worth leaving him here.
I think you put him but like at the top of B tier. I think we can't like just blindly put him at A tier because ultimately like the highlights we watched are of a guy that was projected to be in the lottery, right? And now when he's sliding down draft boards, like that has to tell you that teams that are paying attention to his physicals or getting information on his knees and stuff like are hearing bad things. Like that's what that tells me. That's what like
shopping for your next car. What about third row seats?
Tapped in guys for the draft like are hearing that.
Yeah.
I keep getting I don't know. Never mind. But yeah, I think B tier is fair.
Yeah. I think this is good. I think we run it there. Let us know what you guys think. I like him a lot.
They say we're out of sync, say we're out of sync.
But let us know what y'all think. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe. Let's Sam take it out.
Hey, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're here every single day with new stuff. Full pods Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Game recaps one after each game. Other videos are here in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. You can find the two of us here every single day. draft videos like these in between the full pod days. So be on the lookout for that. We have a week until the draft, really paying attention, trying to get everyone up to speed. If you want more draft, we had Tyler Rucker on yesterday's pod. It was awesome. Lots of draft discussion. If you saw the tier list, we talked about everybody that's on there, including Quaintance, who he brought up to us. So that's why we looked at him today. So yeah, subscribe, follow us on Spotify and Apple. We're there. Pods recaps are there. If you want those, they'll go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Read them every single time we do the show, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook is the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is Jack Simone NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us.